Hello my beautiful babes out there, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I am just a crazy lover of makeup, fashion, and all that fun glittery stuff. So if those are things you're also into, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. But in today's video, I'm going to be playing with the new Sigma Cinderella palette and creating a look with it, do some swatches, and just let you know my thoughts on the palette. So if you're interested in seeing and hearing all of that, then keep on watching. Right, my little apple fritters, here we are. If I look a little disheveled, it's because I am. If my makeup looks a little messed up, it's because it is. I just got home from work and I try to touch it up, and I'm just all over the place right now because I'm trying to pre-film. Like I said, I'm leaving for Hawaii. I'll be gone for 2 weeks and I wanted to make sure videos post on my channel while I'm gone, and that's a lot, especially when you're doing a full-time job and you have a full-time life. I just got a lot of things going on, a lot of things to review, so I'm only able to do one look in this video because I just don't have time to do multiple looks. I'll try to maybe film one on my Instagram, but of course I always do palette rankings where I give you my final thoughts on the palette, so I'll definitely do that in a future video. I'm also drinking an oatmeal stout. It's the only thing keeping me going right now. I love like darker beers, like porters and stouts are my favorite to drink, and just gets me all warm inside. But anyways, let's get into this beautiful collection. If you don't know about Sigma, I mean, how do you not know about Sigma? They are a pretty big brand. They're known for their brushes, but they also have really, really good makeup. So this is my second palette that I've picked up from them, and this is what it looks like. Their beautiful Cinderella collection. And I feel this collection was the most representative of Cinderella. Like out of all the collections that I've seen from other brands, I think they nailed it the best with their collection. But I'll show you guys what this looks like up close. This palette is $49. It's the same size as like their other palettes, like the Untamed and the Enchanted palette if you have that one. It comes with 12 shades as well as a dual-ended brush, which is in their great quality. They have such nice brushes. But it has a mirror, and then this is what the shades look like inside. Look how beautiful that is. It has blues, teals, purples, and neutrals. So it's like half neutral, half colorful, but the colorful shades are a little bit more muted. And I like that there's depth in this palette. They have some deep colorful shades, and it has a deep black. So if you want to get smoky, you can. It has mid-tones and some beautiful shimmers, and some of the shimmers look super sparkly. And then I'll show you the brush up close. This is really pretty. It has Cinderella on it, and like the Cinderella, and oh, that is so beautiful. I don't know which kind of brushes these are. I think these are like standard brushes in their collection. They're not usually dual-ended, like it's just one brush each, but they're so soft. They always put such beautiful brushes in their palettes. But that is how it looks and everything. So let me show you guys the other things that came in the collection that I did not pick up. I'll show a picture of them. I just passed because I didn't need any more makeup. The palette was the thing that stuck out to me the most, but you can buy the entire collection for $156. It's a 5-piece set. So there's a Disney Cinderella Cheek Dual palette. That's $35. It has a highlighter and a blush. That one looks really pretty, but I have so many blushes and highlighters, and there's other blushes that have recently come out that I want to pick up. So I passed on this, but it is beautiful. Then the collection also has a brush set. So there's a Disney Cinderella Fairy Tale brush set. It has 5 brushes in here. It looks like a foundation brush, powder brush, and some eyeshadow brushes. And then it also comes with a beautiful blue sparkly makeup bag. That's $82. That looks really pretty. And then there's also a lip dual. So it has a satin matte lipstick in it and a lip gloss. And they look like nudie shades, and the gloss looks like it's a nudie shimmery lip gloss. And that's $29 if you wanted that. And that was everything that was included in the collection. Really beautiful, really stunning. I'm so excited to crack into this palette. So I think it's a good time to now get into the look, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, I got you guys zoomed in. You can definitely see the messed up makeup. Yeah, my makeup is hanging on for dear life. But I have an idea of what I want to do with this palette. I think I want to stick with the teals, maybe the Goes shades. I think that's what I'm feeling right now. Yes. So I'm gonna use the brush as well in the collection. So I think maybe I wanna start off with, it's called Courtyard, this shade right here. Let's see, picks up nicely on the brush. Their mattes are like super blendable. Let me tap out my primer. I feel like there's still some shimmer showing from the look I had on earlier, so try to ignore that. I try to get it off as much as possible, but those shimmers did not want to go away. Ooh, this is a nice cool tone, grayish teal shade. And it has good pigmentation. And so far, it's going on the lid really nicely. I'm just gonna work this all through the crease. So now I wanna go into Hopeful. And I'm gonna just focus that shade on the outer corner. Ooh, that has a lot of depth to it. I can appreciate a nice, deep, colorful matte any day of the week. So I'm going to use that to smoke out the outer corner. Wow, and it doesn't really have that much fallout coming from that. I'm just focusing that on the outer corner. So I think I want to take some purple on the bottom part. So I'm going to start off with Kindness. I'm going to use the other side of the brush. And I'm just going to run that down here. I'm trying to use as many shades as possible in this palette since I can only really do one look. So I'm trying to make sure I can test as many shades as possible in this look. But wow, it's a nice kind of eggplant purple. That's such a nice purple. These shades are working really, really well. So I'm going to take the shade right here called Stroke of Midnight. And I'm going to concentrate that on the outer corner to add some depth. So let me put the palette down. I'm like blocking what I'm doing. And I'm just going to keep that on the outer corner and bring it in a little bit. So everything is blending out so nicely. These shades are so beautiful and there's really no fallout from any of the shades in the palette. So now I'm going to lay down some glitter primer. I'm going to do that off camera really quickly and then I'll be right back. Okay, glitter primer is laid down and I really want to use this gold. Maybe use a little bit of this in the inner portion. So I'm going to start off with Charming, the goldy shade. And I'm going to use that in this outer portion. Ooh, yes. These metallics are usually so creamy and like buttery in these palettes. So I'm concentrating this all in the outer corner here, taking it in a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with that other shade in the inner portion. Now I'm going to go in with Sweet Nightingale, this light blue shade, and I'm going to use that in the inner portion. Hopefully that doesn't look strange, this color combination. No, it doesn't. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, sorry, I have to switch out the battery. So now I want to go into Bibbidi Boppity Boo. I feel like I said that so weird. And I want to use some of that on the lower part, like lower inner part of my eyes, right there, and just right there in the inner part, you see? It's such a beautiful shimmer. It's really sparkly, it has like little sparkle bits in it, and it just picks up on the brush so nicely. Now I'm having a little bit of little shimmer fallout, but nothing crazy. It's definitely worth it. It's such a pretty shade. So I think I want to go in now with One of a Kind and use that as my inner corner highlight. I'm going to clean off the pencil brush I was using, and I'm just going to go in this. It has like little pink sparkles in it. I don't know if that's a dual chrome or not, but it has a like pinkness to it. There's definitely some pink to this shadow. Like little pinky shimmer. Maybe it's a pinky shift to it, but it's a really beautiful shade. So I'm gonna go over the center part with Wishful. It's like a really light, icy kind of champagne, and I just want to focus that right there, just right in the center, just to add a little more. Okay, so that's all the shades that I want to use. I think I was able to use a good amount of shades in the palette. So now I want to go put some liner, something in the waterline, figure out something for my lips, put on some mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, I zoomed you guys out a little bit so you can see the finished look. I swear my face makeup looks so bad right now. But what I did off camera was I went in with some liner. I used the Hank and Henry liner. I also used the Laura Geller liner, but I used the pencil side. It's a purple shade that matches really well with the matte purple that's at the bottom. So I used that in the waterline, and then I used the Nabla mascara. And then for my lips, I'm using one of the new lip plays from Collab. That was the lip swatch video I was doing before this, and this is part of the new Apple collection. It's a nudie pink. I just wanted to do something that was pink and nude on the lips, and that is how I completed this look. I hope you guys liked it. I know it was kind of rushed and I'm kind of all over the place, but I still am very happy with how this turned out. So now let's get into my final thoughts. Alright guys, so my final first impressions on this palette is that I love it. This is just as good as the Untamed palette in terms of the quality. The mattes are pigmented but also blendable. They're that perfect balance between the two. And then the shimmers in here are beautiful. They're creamy. Some are a little bit more traditional metallics, and some have little shimmer specks in it. Like this purple one that I use on the lower part has these little like pink and blue shimmers, and then this one right here has little pink shimmers in it. This one has little shimmer specks in it as well, and then the other ones are like just smooth, like creamy metallics, like this one right here, the gold one. But all of them performed really, really nicely, and the mattes are just beautiful. This is so nice and deep. This is a nice deep purple. Then these like more mid-tone, leaning a little bit on the darker side, was just beautiful. Great pigmentation and blended out so nicely. They layered on one another. They blended into one another really nicely. And I'm just really happy. Sigma has a really nice eyeshadow formula. Definitely try them out if you haven't. They also have great brushes, but their makeup is also really good too. And I think this palette is just gorgeous, and it's perfect for the whole Cinderella theme. And I'll definitely have to play with it some more, especially like the nudie shades, but I have no doubt that the nudes will be really nice. I mean, it's usually harder to formulate color, so I'm sure if the colors are so good that the neutral shades will be really good too. But I pretty much use this whole half as well as that. So I used a good portion of the shadows with this one look. And I love the little two-tone mix-up. I think it came out really nicely. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments below what you think of this look. What do you think of the palette, the collection? Did you pick it up? Did you pass? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you like fashion, makeup, beauty, and all that fun stuff, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I have the collection link where you can find all the products. I will also have other videos of mine you might be interested in, as well as the other Sigma palette that I did a review on. I will also link my makeup below that I'm wearing, like what's on my face. I will also have my other social media platforms linked below. You can find me on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and you can also find me on TikTok as Breezy_Beauty. I've been having so much fun posting content on my other social media, so I would love to have you over there as well. But thank you so much for being here, for supporting my channel, and for hanging out with me for a bit. I really appreciate it. But I do hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you love and light. But until next time, bye guys.